Video 2, the exam format, CHES versus MCHES, Area 0, both sub-competencies. Review the learning objectives for this video. Alright, let us talk about one of the first things every candidate wants to know, which is what exactly does this exam look like? I want to walk you through the format for both the Certified Health Education Specialist, or CHES, and the Master Certified Health Education Specialist, or MCHES, exams so that there are no surprises on test day. Both exams have the same basic structure. You will face 165 multiple choice questions, and you have 3 hours to complete them. That is the same total number and the same time window whether you are taking the CHES or the MCHES. Now here is something really important for you to know. Out of those 165 questions, only 150 are actually scored and count toward your result. The remaining 15 are unscored pilot questions that the National Commission for Health Education Credentialing, or NCHEC, is field testing for possible use on future exams. And here is the key thing. You will not be able to tell which questions are scored and which are pilot items. They are mixed in throughout the exam with no markings or indication whatsoever. So your best strategy is simple. Treat every single question as if it counts, because you truly cannot tell the difference. Now let me show you where the two exams actually differ, and this is important for how you study. The difference is not in the format, it is in the cognitive level. The CHES exam focuses on entry-level application of health education competencies. You will see questions about what a health education specialist should do in standard practice situations. The MCHES exam, on the other hand, emphasizes advanced practice and leadership. You can expect questions that ask you to evaluate, synthesize, and make complex decisions that require deeper professional experience. Both exams cover the same 8 areas of responsibility, but the MCHES questions demand a higher level of critical thinking and professional judgment. For example, a CHES question might ask you to identify the correct step in a process. An MCHES question on the same topic might ask you to evaluate which approach would be most effective given a set of competing constraints. Keep this distinction in mind as you study, because understanding the cognitive level expected of you will shape how you approach each question. You are going to do great once you know what to expect. Now let us talk about something that can truly make or break your exam experience, and that is time management. A lot of candidates underestimate just how important this is, so I want to give you a strategy that really works. Let us do the math together. You have 180 minutes for 165 questions. That gives you roughly 1 minute and 5 seconds per question. While that sounds manageable, keep in mind that some questions will take you only 15 seconds while others might take 2 or 3 minutes because of lengthy scenario stems. So here's the approach I want you to use. Work through the entire exam in a first pass, answering every question you feel confident about and flagging any question that makes you hesitate for more than 90 seconds. Do not get stuck on a single difficult question early in the exam, because that stolen time affects your ability to answer easier questions later. Aim to complete your first pass through all 165 questions within the first 140 minutes. This gives you a comfortable 40-minute buffer to go back and revisit your flagged questions with fresh eyes. And here is why this two-pass approach is so powerful. During your review period, you may find that information from later questions triggers your memory and helps you answer those earlier flagged items. Many successful test takers report that this strategy reduces anxiety and improves their overall score. One more thing I really want you to remember: there is no penalty for guessing on this exam. Never leave a question blank. If you are running low on time, select your best guess and move forward. A guess gives you at least a 1 in 4 chance, while a blank answer guarantees 0 points. You have got this. Now, I want to take a moment to explain how the scoring works because understanding this can take a lot of unnecessary anxiety off your shoulders. After you complete the exam, your raw score, which is simply the number of questions you answered correctly out of 150 scored items, gets converted to a scaled score on a range from 0 to 400. The passing scaled score is 233. Now you might be wondering, why not just use the raw score? Great question. The scaled conversion is important because not all exam forms are identical in difficulty. NCHEC uses multiple test forms, meaning different candidates may receive slightly different sets of questions. Scaled scoring ensures that a candidate who happens to receive a slightly harder form is not unfairly penalized compared to someone who receives a slightly easier one. Think of it as a leveling mechanism that makes the exam fair for everyone, regardless of which specific form they receive. And let me remind you of one of the most important facts for your peace of mind. There is absolutely no penalty for incorrect answers. Your score is based only on the number of correct responses. This means you should always answer every question, even if you have to make an educated guess. Leaving a question blank guarantees 0 points, while guessing gives you at least a 1 in 4 chance of earning a point. When you receive your results, you will see your scaled score along with a breakdown of your performance across the 8 areas of responsibility. If you do not pass on your first attempt, and I want you to know that is perfectly okay, this area by area breakdown is invaluable for focusing your future study efforts on the specific domains where you need the most improvement. You can retake the exam during the next available testing window, and there is no limit to the number of attempts. Targeted preparation based on your score report will make each subsequent attempt more efficient and more likely to succeed. You now have a solid understanding of the exam format and scoring. In the next video, we will build on this by learning how to break down those tricky scenario-based questions. Read the scenario stem aloud. Give students 30 seconds to consider options before advancing. The correct answer is B. Option B applies effective exam strategy by using elimination, making a best guess, and flagging for later review. This preserves time for remaining questions while ensuring a response is recorded. Option A wastes valuable time on a single item. Option C risks leaving the question blank if time runs out. Option D relies on a myth about answer patterns that has no basis in actual exam design.